Wow, that mute button was really sticky. I had to push it like 3 times before it came loose. Apollo, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining in. I was just saying what an awesome YouTuber and awesome, good old-fashioned southern man, the Lord of Beards, the siege battle extraordinaire. Apollo loves him a good siege battle. I did get your gift, Veracity. They Are Billions on Steam. I'll play it for you all one night. I'm actually about to travel. I'm going to be in Texas for a couple of days on business. Was I at the 3K event? I went to the one in San Francisco. I'm obviously not the Lord of Beards. When I grow a beard, it looks like Joe Dirt. I'm like missing all kinds of spots on the side and stuff. Mrs. Air doesn't really like the beard, and I don't like it either. Mine's just kind of itchy and white trashy. I actually don't travel hardly anymore, Reptile King. The only reason I traveled recently was because of the Three Kingdoms event. That was the first time I traveled in like probably half a year, which is good. I used to travel way too much. But yeah, if I get good Wi-Fi in the hotel, which you never know how the hotel is. I've had hotels that have really decent Wi-Fi and some that are... Paula says, whenever I go and you're not there. When you go, I don't. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever gotten to see you in person. I haven't. Not yet. So I haven't gotten to actually meet. I've met Lionheart, and I'm trying to remember some. Obviously, Indie Pride. I've gotten to be at some with him. Party Elite, some of the other guys, but I have not gotten to meet the pixelated Apollo. I'll tell you what. Apollo, if they ever make a Medieval 3 or something like it, I'm sure they'll have you front and center for that, and hopefully I would get to come meet you then. Alright, hold on folks, I gotta plug in my headset. It's running low on battery. I swear, like, anytime I stream is when my headset runs out of battery. If I was just smarter, I would plug it in whenever I was not streaming, and then it would always be charged. Alright, there we go. So, all I'm doing tonight, I'm not going to stream the Archaon campaign. We've got that one in a position where I have to constantly... Wow, we're really going back and forth with whatever USB devices. You can do it, Windows. Can you all hear that? Alright. Nobody move. Nobody move. I think it's charging. Maybe time for a new headset. We'll see. So yes, I'm not going to show the Archaon campaign on stream because we've set the standard that's way too high for it. So yeah, that one has to be edited and everything. I'm going to try and make an episode of the Archaon campaign while I'm on the road. And so you all be patient and watch for that. Yes, so that'll come up next, but I did want to do some Warhammer tonight, so that's why I'm jumping into this Karl Franz campaign. This is 165 turns in. It's on the Festag update, and I do have some mods going. Ryan Giordano says, Air, since I've found your channel, college and cadet life has been more bearable. While I'm a steadfast Roman, I salute you. That's okay, man. Romans are always welcome to my channel to destroy and salt everything. So, Ryan, thanks for the 10. Chat, can we please get some love for this awesome supporter there? Ryan, I really appreciate it. It is a pleasure to have you here tonight. And welcome to Karl's Festag. Let's check out and remember kind of where we were at with things. I think that I've played some since you all last saw this. So I finally confederated Boris Todbringer. He's the Reichsmarshal right now. So here's Boris and his army. As the Reichsmarshal, I felt like he had to have some Reichsguard. I've got like some trash armies just sitting up here in the north just to keep Norsca at bay. And if I remember right, I had started Okay, yeah, I had the treasure here. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, we're actually at a pretty interesting juncture here. So since you all last saw this, the greenskins like counterattacked me basically. Like the dwarves were almost dead. I helped the dwarves come back, but then the greenskins like they were on the cusp of absolute destruction, and out of nowhere, like down from the mountains, here comes like 6 stacks of greenskins, and we had to fight them off. This army has already defeated one. But there's still Grimgore and some of these other armies here. You can see the spiders. I mean, I was getting like hardcore. You should have seen the spams that came out of the mountain, folks. I was dealing with like 19 rock lobbers and, you know, just like one lord. I mean, it was absolutely crazy. It was crazy. So, hang on, what's going on? Air, new Festag, long live the Emperor. Is there going to be a new DLC in the future? We know that there will be. We know they're planning more DLC. We haven't gotten all the specifics. Everybody's basically just assuming at this point that it's going to be Lizardmen and Skaven. And I'm thinking they're also going to be reworking the greenskins in terms of like different, just giving them more interesting faction mechanics. But we don't know for sure. The last thing that I traveled for and the last news that I've been getting from CA is all about Three Kingdoms Total War, which is great. I'm excited for it. I mean, personally, I'm more of a Warhammer fan. Three Kingdoms is good though, so no one take that to mean I'm like bashing it. It's good. It's gonna be like Three Kingdoms will be like a lot more intrigue on the campaign map. It'll still be the relatively, I say quick. I kind of like the battles at the pace where they're at. I know some people don't. They want them to be longer. I haven't played the finished version of the game, but from what I've played, it feels like the battles are going to be, you know, roughly the same speed that we're used to right now. So it'll be like this mix of a more in-depth campaign map with battles that go at roughly the same pace. And if you're playing in romance mode, you're going to have like a lot of really strong plays from your generals and your leaders. We have not gotten to play the records mode, which is the, what do they call it, the historical version, where the leaders are not larger than life. So yeah, I haven't gotten to play the records mode, so I don't know what it's like. I would assume that it's going to be fairly similar with just a different bodyguard, but I don't know. We haven't gotten to play it. They're going to show it soon, is what we've been hearing. I say soon, that's a relative term. We haven't really been given a date. The release is in March, and it's almost February, so I'm assuming it's coming soon. Everybody, welcome. Alan Barker, Starman, Holy Pilgrim, Hound, Wallace, Pants. Thanks for being here. He said, did you watch Legend of Total War's videos? The top 5 things missing in the newer Total War games like merchants, sea battles, smaller armies. Legend of Total War is great, and he's really good at campaigns. But he kind of likes different things than I do, so I'm going to be one of those oddballs, right? I kind of like the simple, streamlined campaign map of Warhammer because I just like the big, crazy battles. I like a quick, you know, fun, somewhat challenging, but also streamlined experience on the campaign map because I'm all about big battles, and that's one thing I've liked with Warhammer is that the AI tends to produce lots of big stacks and gets aggressive. That's what I enjoy. Some people really like all the intrigue of the campaign map because they're a little more classic RTS where they want to have a more deep management system and something that challenges them on that front. And so that's, I mean, everybody has their own feel to it. That's my opinion. So I'm guessing Legend is probably one of those players who really likes the ones that have the more challenge on the campaign map. He seems like the kind who kind of likes to delve into all those details. He's obviously great at the campaign. He knows how to play a Total War campaign. So, but yeah, he and I think play the game in a different way and enjoy it in different ways, and that's good. Variety's nice. I'd hate if y'all were just stuck, you know, like watching me do the same thing all the time. That's why it's cool that we have so many YouTubers these days. Variety is a good thing.
In the name of Magnus.
Karl needs to replenish. He's a little bit thrashed.
Champion of the faith.
I'm making you angry, Grimgor? Why is that?
I am ready.
You guys hear that?
Are you?
Grimgor thinks he's angry. I'll tell you what. Let's show Grimgor Balthasar's Panzer Division.
A fool's action.
How about that?
Praise be to Sigma.
If you're angry now, Grimgor, why do you see Sigmar's mechanized cavalry here? Dean Winchester says to summon the electric counts. That's right. We're about to summon the tank operators here is what we're doing. Sebedy Swooty, thank you for joining the live stream. And Steven, Holy Mother of Stanks, that's right. Grimgor said that we're making him angry, so I'm gonna bring in some soothing steam. It's gonna be like a sauna. Grimgor can just sit back, relax, let the steam cleanse his disgusting orc filth. You know, it'll be good. I'm feeling it. Oh, CA. They haven't fixed the reinforcements. Well, I want to... Well, actually, yeah, because of the way I attacked, this might actually be correct. I don't know. I didn't pay attention, so I won't blame CA yet. There, you can't say CA please until you do your due diligence and make sure they done screwed up. Let's just get set up over here. I got some Demigryph Knights. Okay. Start the deployment. Get 'em, rockets. My stanks and rockets are gonna be able to open fire pretty much immediately. As soon as that Ragnarok spider steps into range, that'll be great. Where are you going, greenskins? Don't you walk away from me. Actually, we'll target Grimgor. Show him how sorry he is. Oh, here comes Sigmar's mech cav. Dun 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 dun. Oh yeah. Oh look, we got the Luminarch of Hysh too, or the Templehof Luminarch. Where did I come up with Luminarch of Hysh? What? What am I? Templehof. Oh yeah, Luminarch of Hysh. What? I'm confused at the moment. Alright, I gotta pause and get my army together. Give me just a second, folks. I got a bunch of troops here, and I want to make sure we're doing this right. Balthasar doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of cavalry. Let's just go ahead and pull these halberds up on this flank. We got the Luminarch moving in. Let's get all our stanks grouped up. I got my Hellblaster volley guns, and I also got the Sunmaker. Let's roll the Sunmaker up here. Get the volley guns. And I've got the Hammer of Witches. I kind of want to take all these Demigryph Knights to this flank over here where I'm going to run into the spiders. And I've got the Altdorf Griffites. I'll leave them on this flank. Luminarch of Hysh is already going to open fire. Well, it really doesn't look like anything's in range. Let's see here. Alright, anyway, I'm going to hit plate. Wow, oh, the Black Orcs are in range. RIP. Oh, look at this. Look at this tank division up here, folks. Are you ready for it? Here comes the tank division. Oh, it's beautiful. Alright. Oh boy, that's fun. Oh, we got spiders. We got incoming. Alright. Get out the bug spray. Alright, let's get some great swords over here. Gonna need some infantry support. Same thing over this way. Oh no, my rocket batteries. I'm terrible. I'm getting them killed. Look at that Luminarch. It owned that whole unit of Black Orcs. Let's bring it over here.
Awaiting orders. Prepare for combat.
Alright, give my Demigryph Knights some infantry support. How's my Stank division? Alright, Balthasar, I need you, son. Let's get out of here. Oh boy. These Demigryph Knights need some help. Infantry, get your lazy butts out here. It's like, we're not lazy. You didn't give us commands. This I know. Alright, let's final transmutate this mess. I don't want to lose the steam tanks. I don't want to re-recruit it. Debuff all the enemies in here. Okay. Oh, no you don't. You don't just walk around me. Don't you even think about pulling that crap. Shoot up that spider a little. Swing over this way. Oh, we're gonna lose a Stank. Get out of there, Stanky. Get out, get out, get out. Don't let Grimgor kill you. Get out of there. Stank, listen to your master. Okay, we're gonna save the Stank, folks. We're gonna save it. Grimgor's getting owned. Alright, Balthasar, get those winds of magic back, son. Oh no, we lost the Stank. I tried, folks. I didn't try very hard, but I tried. Let's accuse this spider of being a giant, 8-legged freak of nature. I love how we're accusing a spider. It's like, spider, I accuse thee. This has turned into a big old mess where I've probably taken way more losses than I should have. Because we're having fun just like charging our steam tanks like headlong. Prepare to be transmutated, fools. Did you hear Balthasar? They'll never move again. Alright, where's my Demigryph Knights? Pull them out of this fight a little bit. Got all those Stanks in there. Get these great swords up. We need some reinforcements over here. Reinforcements! What do we got out here to shoot? Oh, there's a huge blob of archers. Can we hit it with the Luminarch? It'll be so many kills. I really want to do it. Okay. Alright. Stanks. Attack. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Stay alive, son. Oh, he routed. Grimgor came back. Crap. Get out of there. Get out of there. Don't let air get you killed. Boy, we just can't... hold on. Hammer of Witches. Get that spider. And get the halberds over here. Get back to safety. Come on, come on, come on. You get safe. Let's accuse this spider. I'm doing a terrible job on here, by the way, folks. Summon up some more winds of magic. There goes Grimgor, so the enemy army's gonna go. Alright. Dov plays! What's going on? Yeah, no, there was actually one more tank in the beginning, but I got it killed because I just was going straight, like, tank blob fight. I forgot I didn't have a Jade Wizard in either of these two armies, which is kind of a miss whenever you have a giant steam tank army, so we really need to get a Jade Wizard in with Balthasar. We can probably cut a unit of Flagellants and put a Jade Wizard in. Or actually, I don't have any Flagellants in Balthasar's army. I had to think about what we want to cut out of that army. Felman Ingerson would be disappointed in your management. He would, Gigatool. He demands a great deal out of his troops, but see, Felman Ingerson wouldn't be leading a group of, you know, like, pale-skinned southerners who sit around in the warm sun. You know, it just wouldn't work that way. Alright, Grimgor's army
command
Can
here.
probably be finished off by Franz here pretty easy.
In the name of Magnus.
Let's get rid of him so he can't come back. And replenish or recruit more troops.
Protector of the weak.
We're gonna siege the city, even though this army is a little bit beat up. We'll continue the siege.
Shields us.
And then that way Balthasar can go into an encampment
I will do this.
and start replenishing, and then Karl should be able to force march right across the border here and then very quickly replenish.
The Empire.
Okay, this is the army that lost a tank, so we'll have, and they lost another unit to flagellants. Soapy Muffins, thanks for the 5. He says that was one spooky spider. Yeah, the spider is crispy with steam. Hey, Dov Plays, if you're still out there, check out this army, man. This is your army. It's like this is in fact, here. This is the official Dov Plays kite spam. How about that? There you go. Your official part of the campaign here. Official part of the campaign. Holy mackerel. Holy porta pig. Holy mackerel.
Onwards.
That's actually a lot of mackerel if I went and used this donation, which I don't know why I would use the donation to buy mackerel unless I was a porpoise. Yo, Air, hope you're having a good time. Honestly, cannot wait for Three Kingdoms to come out. I'm a big fan of that timeline. Could you tell me your thoughts when you get the time? Also, hope your job is going good along with your family. Porta Pig, thank you so much. That is a huge deal, man. That is a huge deal. Very, very gracious of you. You don't have to support me like that. I very much appreciate it. It means a lot. It means a lot. Thank you for being here. And to answer your question, what do I think of Three Kingdoms? I talked a little bit about it earlier, but I'll try and sum up some more too. But essentially, what I've played so far seems good. It's not perfect. In fact, when we were there, CA had like a list of bugs they told us about. Now, none of them broke the game or something like that. There was like graphics placeholders and other stuff like that that they told us about. But I mean, we know how it is, right? We've been around for some CA launches. Some are super clean. Some have some bugs. Warhammer 2 has been really successful. So, I mean, if I just had to take a guess, and I'm not Nostradamus here, I could be wrong. The game feels good. It feels to me like that it is definitely like on the way to being the product that it needs to be. And remember that whenever I played the code here recently, a few weeks back, that code would have had to have been ready probably a couple months before that. So there's usually a delay through all those things, which means that they've had time to be working on that code since I played it. But even still, it was good. It was good. It's definitely good code. I have extremely high hopes for it. I want it to be really good. I don't think it's going to... it's not going to give a feel from a battle standpoint like Medieval 2 did, where there was a little bit longer battles that played out longer. There's still going to probably be relatively quick battles, at least in the romance mode. We don't know what's different about the records mode yet, other than the fact that the generals won't be larger than life. They'll be in a bodyguard. So we don't know. Does it change the battle mechanics? My guess is probably not. I don't know this. I'm just speculating, but I'm saying I don't think it changes the battle mechanics. I think it just makes the campaign more historical from the sense that your characters don't go around with special powers and all that kind of nonsense, like doing the big duels and stuff like that. I think it's going to be good. I think the campaign is going to be something, probably like the campaign map will be something better than we've seen in a long time. There's a lot of new options, but I think the battles will be fairly familiar. And obviously, I don't know how they're going to vary up the units, because like with Shogun 2, when you have a relatively small setting, the unit diversity is not huge. But if you can make those units fun, I think it works out. So, I don't know. Hopefully that gives you an idea, Porta Pig. I'm excited for it right now. I'm optimistic. Very optimistic about it. Pixelated Apollo, I didn't miss your message. Thank you so much, sir. It says, you and POM inspired me more than anyone to start a YouTube channel. Thank you for all the years of awesome videos. Hope we could play some 3K in the near future. Keep up the great work, brother. Apollo, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the 20. I think it's awesome. I sit there and think about that. There weren't many of us back in the beginning. I think Prince of Macedon was making videos, and then obviously he was who I watched, which is why my name is so much like his, right? And then I remember seeing your videos a long time ago, dude. They were cool. Like, you played I didn't play Medieval 2, and I didn't for a long time. And looking back on it now, like, I regret it because I started playing Medieval 2 like a while later. I was like, holy crap, man, this game is great. And Medieval 2 is a fantastic game. It still stands pretty dang good when you think about the test of time. What was it? It was like probably 2005 or 6 when it released. It was, I mean, that game stands up great to the test of time. And the mods were insane. So, but no, Apollo, your channel's awesome, man. I can't believe the following you've built up, and then, you know, come out there and like taking an interesting niche. Like, I don't think anybody back in the day was really doing a lot of Medieval 2. Like, Prince of Macedon played it some, but not much, because he was really into Rome Total War. And I didn't play it, so it was awesome. And then the way it's grown has been really cool, because I think it shows people that, and I know you don't play just Total War, you have all those other cool games, which I think is kind of what makes an interesting niche, right? You've kind of got this whole epic, grand battle type feel to your channel. I think it's awesome. And I can see where probably some of the more recent Total War games feel frustrating for you, because they went away from all that siege type of battle and stuff, which is what you seem to enjoy there. And who knows, maybe one day they'll get your Civil War Total War game, Apollo. It seems like that's something that you would be pumped about if they did a good job with it. Yeah, Warhammer Sieges are pathetic. It is one of the sides of the game that I have not liked. And I do wish that they had actual naval battles, especially since they added a pirate faction. I'm still hoping that they would add the naval battles, but it would be a gargantuan amount of work to take on, like, because then you'd have to create all those unit models, and like, I don't know, you have like creatures and magic, all that other stuff. Yeah, I know a lot of people would like the Civil War Total War. You definitely had like the big stand-up fights, you know, like the big line battles and all that kind of stuff that would be interesting. Oh man, thanks Apollo. I'm glad your channel's doing great, man. It's fantastic. I love the fact that there's like so many folks who started making Total War content. I hope this community gets bigger. I'm an old man. I want to be here for as long as I can, but you know, I won't be here forever. So I'm glad that that people are coming in and making more awesome content. People who have more time to devote to it than I do, that kind of stuff, it makes me happy. Let's see, General of the Empire. Holy. Oh, I forgot I made this army. This is like my gunpowder army. You know why I made this army, folks? Because I got hit by a mammoth spam like you wouldn't believe. I mean, oh my goodness, the mammoth spam. Why would the pirates leave their ships to fight a professional army? Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? Now, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the land battles with the pirates, but I totally get you. It would be amazing if they had, you know, had like big ships and stuff in the game, and then you think about what you could do with the naval battles in Warhammer. You could have big krakens and leviathans, and like, I mean, you could have all kinds of cool stuff. Like, I don't know, mutated orcas, whatever the heck you want, like dragons flying around. Like, you could have some crazy naval battles, and that's what I'd love to see. And then each faction, you can imagine, would be very different, right? I mean, the Empire would, I'm assuming, would kind of have like your more traditional galleon type ships, the Elves with all their sloops and fast moving boats, and the big Black Ark Corsairs. I mean, naval battles in this game could be pretty slick. Or the Black Arks, sorry, not Black Ark Corsairs. But yeah, I mean, they do have the Corsairs. What's going on, Appius? Thanks for joining, man. Anthony Strickling, I've been playing the Festag update for quite a while, because it's been in a beta, and it's good. It adds a bunch of things to the old world lords that they needed to kind of feel relevant in today's Total War Warhammer 2. They've definitely needed it. They've definitely needed it. Sloops and galleons. Been watching Sea of Thieves? No, I haven't been watching Sea of Thieves. Did they make that game playable? I know when it first came out, like everybody said it was absolute dog crap, but I've seen more people playing it recently. So is it kind of like No Man's Sky? They made it worth it.
I see no other option.
Death to the faithless.
Oh, I think this auto-resolve is going to kill a bunch of my troops. But I'm so lazy, and I'm just going to do it. Yay, I don't think I lost any... Oh, I lost a Demigryph Knight with halberds. Or a Demigryph Knight with halberds. I thought I said a halberd knight with Demigryphs, but I didn't. I didn't. I said something naughty? What in the world are you talking about?
By Sigma.
Innocent ears? What? What are you guys talking about?
Ready to serve.
I guess on my channel, if you're so used to the way I normally talk that I could say crap or poo and you guys, it'd be like a swear. Let's see. Archlector. Wow, 50% missile resistance for flagellants? That's insane. Crap is an air swear? That's, yeah, there you go. There goes the PG-13. Oh, folks, we got a new member. Sean Goldsmith. Sean Goldsmith. Thank you for being a member of the channel. I appreciate you being a sponsor. I say that, I think it's called a sponsor these days. Thanks for being a sponsor of the channel. Really appreciate it. You get that sweet Carthage shield next to your name in chat. It starts out bronze, eventually turns to silver and gold if you stick around, which I hope you do. And you get access to some custom emojis. I'll show you some of my favorite here real quick. I'm definitely a big fan of the Forsaken. So yeah, there's definitely one of my favorites. And then let's see what else we got here. We got, oh look, it's Johnny Depthguard. Some Skaven, yes. So yeah, we got a lot of fun emojis. So appreciate you being a member of the channel. Helps a lot. Appreciate the support. Maurice Solomon finished an exam. Glad to donate. Love you, Maurice. Hope you did good on the exam. Congrats on getting through it. Hope it went well. Appreciate the support. Definitely appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
Sigmarite Archlector.
Sigmarite Archlector. Alright, so we lost a Demigryph Knight here. Oh, sweet, we can recruit it locally. So we'll get our Demigryph Knight back. I had lost one Flagellant in this army as well. And then we lost a Steam Tank, which is not likely that I can recruit locally. Ooh, it's like 6 turns. Appius says they have one job to bring the spam. You do well, sir. You do well at bringing on a strong spam game. Okay. Alright, we've got our troll army here. We need to destroy Oakenhammer, which we can do on the next turn. The Greenskins have gotten wrecked pretty hard. Black Crag is under siege. I mean, the Greenskins owned everything, and then I owned them. I've got this agent coming down here so I can trigger a quest battle. Alright, let's see.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Karl's up to level 50. Good job, Karl. Let's see, got all that stuff. I'm using a mod, by the way, to get up to level 60. Joseph Dutton asked if I've ever had long hair. I have not. I don't like long hair. Not on me, at least. I mean, if my hair gets long... Here, look at this. Here on the sides, like, my hair is just real wiry. And so when it gets long, it's like it just grows straight out. It looks absolutely horrible. And I just don't like long hair anyway. So, yeah, never had long hair. Never wanted to have long hair. Beards, my beard's just all white trashy and doesn't look great. And plus it's all itchy. I'm just not a fan of it. And I'm working in an environment where it's better for me to be like all clean shaved. So yeah. Definitely not growing out my hair and beard, Captain Austin. There's no petition that's going to win that. I'll tell you what. I'll make a deal with y'all. I'll tell you, there's one thing you all can do if you want that to happen. I don't know. Let's see. So I think I'm like 9,000 subs away from 250,000. It would make me immensely happy to hit a 250,000 subscribers on YouTube. You all help me get to a 250,000 subscribers in, say, like 2 or 3 months. I can set a goal for you all. So whether that be February, March, April. If we can get to a 250,000 subscribers by the end of April, I will grow a beard and show it to you all on stream. How about that? Definitely not shaving my head either, Joseph Dutton. I got to go to work and look somewhat decent. I can go to work looking decent with the beard. Shaving the head, growing out the hair, not so much. But I'll grow out the white trash beard for you all and look like Joe Dirt. If you guys can get me up to 250k subs in the next like 3 months. That's a long time to give you two. I'm not even asking for something crazy there. I'll make it easy. I'm creating 9,000 fake accounts to make this happen. Now, you know what? That is the kind of enthusiasm that we could all appreciate. Make 9,000 accounts to make this happen. Oh, that's so good. It's hilarious. Where's the best place to buy subscribers? Asking for a friend. I don't know the answer to that one, Captain Awesome. Buy subscribers. Oh, it sounds so shady. Jeez, that's the kind of shady that Patchy would get behind. That's hilarious. Alright. You guys are killing me here. In a good way. Alright, where should the Reichsmarschall go? What should the Reichsmarschall do? He needs to kill these losers in Norsca, huh? Is this army like capable? I don't know, man. If I run into mammoth spam, I'm in trouble. So we better get our gunpowder units to follow.
What does the Emperor bid? It is for the best.
Alright, let's get the Reichsmarschall and his army of guns. Eastern Sylvania has finally been put back together. Filthy greenskins. Get out of my lands and stay out. Alright, we got a warrior priest. Apollo, I do like college football pretty well. I haven't watched on the NFL level in a while. My team is the Sooners, which I'm sure, you know, I'm guessing if you're a college fan at all, I don't know, whether you pull for the Bulldogs or something. Because they got a good team all the time, too. And anyway, I'm sure you're probably watching NFL. What, the Falcons? Awesome's like, since the Saints lost, NFL doesn't matter. Yeah, I know, man. I'm sure you were in a lot of pain that night. The Falcons. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know. There's not an NFL team like that I'm really into. I like watching Mayfield play because he came from OU, but I mean, he's on the Browns, so it's still pretty tough.
Greetings from Sigma.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. The Falcons. How far did the Falcons make it? I wasn't even paying attention this year. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even know how far they made it. Won like 7 games. Oh man, that stinks. Here's the real question. Were they better than the Browns? Or who else was it that was really bad this year? Wasn't there someone that was worse than the Browns this year? I can't remember. When my sister was 5, we were watching the Browns versus Viking game. She looked at the screen and says, look like all the brown people clearly talking about the Browns. Jeez. The Browns were decent. I don't know. They were probably good by Brown standards, but they still didn't quite get the winning season, did they? Like, they didn't have like more wins than losses. When I was like actually still paying attention to the NFL, it's because the town where I grew up was actually where Troy Aikman went to high school, and so we all watched the Dallas Cowboys back then. Of course, that was during the streak where the Cowboys kept going to the Super Bowl like over and over again. And so it was pretty exciting. But then, you know, ever since he wasn't on there anymore, like, we just didn't have as much interest in the Cowboys, which is probably good because I think they've been having a pretty rough time. So, but yeah, that was the last time that I actually followed any football. And it seemed like back then, it was always like the Bills and the Cowboys, like going to the Super Bowl. It was like several times in a row. Starman92, thanks for the 10. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the support. Not even a message to it, he's just dumping money on me, so I'll give you a message. You're awesome. Thanks for being on the stream. I appreciate having you here. It is fantastic to have awesome viewers like you here, and I definitely appreciate all the support. You have been on many streams with me, Starman, and I remember it.
To the provinces. This will bolster the nation.
Let's hit Longship Graveyard, shall we?
Into battle.
Oh no. There we go. I don't think we want to settle these places up here, do we? Doesn't seem worth it. There's gonna be like huge public order penalties and like all kinds of stuff. What do you think? Should I settle Norsca or should we just burn it down? What's the thoughts? Fernando Giongo says, have you ever thought about going full-time? I certainly have, and here recently, just a little while back, I was like really struggling at work. Like I was in a bad spot. Okay, people were saying to burn it. Will do. Anyway, yeah, so I mean I was in a bad spot at work, like just in a, I don't want to talk about it too much on here because it's not good to do. But it wasn't good. I was very stressed out. It was not good. I was coming home from work every day miserable. I couldn't sleep good. I was waking up at night. And I was actually going to just quit my job and go full-time YouTube because it would have given me the ability to make sure that I wasn't in a position where I was, you know, working in a way that was making me miserable or screwing up my family time and everything too. But obviously that's a big risk. It's hard to say whether or not I would make enough of a living to support my family. And my job was good. I'm lucky to be able to earn good money and, you know, like have benefits and all that other kind of stuff. So it was tough. It was really tough. I really struggled with it, and I was literally like, I was this close to going full time, and I had this other opportunity come up within the company, so I got to stay in the company, maintain all those benefits, transfer some of my knowledge, and go work in an area that has been much better, and I'm enjoying it. I have not been stressed out, and I've been getting to learn a lot of new things. It has been really good. So have I ever thought about going full-time? Yes, and I very nearly did, but not quite. Not quite. Oh, we don't get a chance to fight someone? I want to fight. Shiny boots and fresh recruits. That just sounds a little bit off. Was it too much work or not enough work? There was never a matter of too much work or not enough work. It was more about the environment that I work in. It wasn't the right environment for me. And where you work with too, like, I can always manage to get along with people, but there comes a point at which even if you want to get along with people and are doing your best to do it, it may not always work out. Like, sometimes people don't really care about getting along, and if things aren't going the way they want it to, they're going to be unhappy about it, and they're going to find a way to make things go the way they want. And if that means getting people out of their way or making people want to get out of the way, then that's what they'll do. And it just wasn't the right situation, so I needed to get out of it. It was stressful because it seemed like I was in a position where, as hard as I would try and no matter what I would do, it wasn't good enough for the people that I was working for. And it was just a frustrating situation because I've never been in that situation. I had been with the company for like 8 years, and had always gotten really good reviews on all my work and stuff like that, and it just flipped all of a sudden. And I tried really hard to fix it to the point where I was all stressed out and it was bugging me, but I could tell at that point that it probably wasn't just the work. They probably just didn't want me there. And so, right, you move on. That's how it goes. I don't know. That was the way it came off to me. I didn't like it, and I needed to get away from it. So that was kind of the situation. Try not to talk about it too much out loud, right? Because it's not good to talk about all the goings-on at your professional job on something like this. Because then you don't, people know that I do a YouTube channel. I don't want people coming on here watching things, saying I said this, saying I did that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not out here to try and talk someone down. It is what it is. It wasn't a good situation for me, and I left it. That's all there is to it.
It is good to see our allies of the mountains.
Mario says it sounds like I was having issues with my stripper career. Yeah, pretty much nailed it right on the head there, man.
Champion of the faith.
Oh, man.
Very well. I'll
Oh.
It is time.
Oh boy, that's laughable. Mrs. Air would be in tears if she heard you all saying that. That's hilarious. I'll have to tell her about it.
What does the Emperor bid?
Oh, that's good.
Yes, sound plan.
Oh.
I will marshal the men.
Can we get Ice Drake Fjord? Yes, we can. Should we shoot up all these guys just because we... I think we should. Let's have some fun. Strip club politics can be real cutthroat. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, we're going to be shooting these guys up. They're going to get some boomsticks. We're breaking out the boomsticks. Going to bring the big boom. Apollo, you're going to hear many odd things in this chat. I've come to just roll with it. It's pretty funny. They come up with some crazy stuff. Alright, here we go. This is going to be like Napoleon Total Warhammer.
Victory will be ours. We're Sigma's heirs.
I mean, if Napoleon had a witch hunter and warrior priest, then this would be it. Oh yeah, we're going to shoot these guys in the face. There's going to be so much shooting. You know what this game needs? This game needs like the giant, like, persistent smoke clouds that you would see in like Napoleon. Oh man, that was so epic when you'd have this huge... I still remember one of my favorite battles ever. Go on my channel. I think I called it like the Battle of Three Frances or something like that. Oh my goodness, it was this huge, long Napoleon battle with just an unreal amount of like shooting and fighting across choke points, and I mean, it was so awesome. It was so epic. I think the aspect ratios were all screwed up, so if you go back and watch it now, it'll probably be all messed up. I accidentally shot some of my own guys there. Alright, here comes the boom. Here comes the boom. This game definitely needs like big smoke clouds and other stuff like that. Napoleon gave you that grand sense of battle, like in the really big fights. Oh yeah, it had fantastic pitched battles. I agree, Apollo. Empire Total War also had like some good pitched battles. It was a little bit slower paced that I really liked, but Napoleon just had better effects, like way better effects, and so it pulled it off a lot better than Empire was able to. So yeah, it was awesome. I really liked Empire Total War multiplayer though, like the whole thing with like you get you some Death's Head Hussars, charge at an enemy line infantry, get them to go into square. As soon as they go into square, you're moving forward with your guard units, and then your guard unit blast up the square, and then like you just kind of work your way out. It was awesome, man. I loved playing some Empire Total War multiplayer. It was very unbalanced at the first, but it was still fun. So it was fun. There we go. The army laid down the boom. The cab charges were just so weak. Actually, cab charges in that game were pretty gruesome if you did it right. The light cavalry in that game was actually really good if you knew how to use it. It's like Death's Head Hussars, 2nd Hussars. I'm trying to think. Some of the light cavalry from the Native American units were really good. It seems like the Ottomans had a pretty good light cavalry unit that was like a lance cav or something that was good. Heavy cavalry on that game was a little different. Like you'd kind of want to get them into a more pitched melee fight, but the light cavalry was really good at like a hit and run kind of thing. If you caught a unit where it wasn't in square formation, they could put down some gruesome damage, especially if you got like a downhill bonus. The only thing that I didn't like better about Napoleon, because Napoleon was better in pretty much every way, was I wish they still would have had like the fire by rank mechanic in Napoleon. The fact that the troops fired so much faster in Napoleon, and there was one other thing that changed in Napoleon that I really didn't like. If you ever go back and watch Empire, and like I said, Napoleon gets everything else right, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, but in Empire, when you watch the units fire, it's like a volley. They fire a true volley, like the front line kneels down and fires, or they fire and then kneel down. And when the volley shoots, you can see all the projectiles just kind of flying forward. They're not aimed at any particular like model in the enemy unit. In Napoleon, and from there on out, all the gunpowder units, they're kind of targeting little individual unit models rather than just flinging off a volley of lead, which kind of feels like what they would have done with the smoothbore muskets. So that's the piece that I didn't really love. But at the same time, Napoleon had better, like a better UI, better graphics. The effects were so much better. The sounds were cool. The time period was cool. Lots of good units. I mean, so Napoleon had a lot going on for it. The artillery in Napoleon Total War was better. So I mean, there was a lot of things in Napoleon that was better. I did like the campaign map a little better because it was bigger in Empire. But, I mean, Napoleon essentially improved on everything in Empire Total War. Both of them had good naval battles. Both of them had real fun naval battles. I'm just going to skip all that. End of turn. But yeah, they were good. It almost felt like that the Total War engine at that time was changed to be better for like a missile-based warfare. And then it's like whenever they went back into the melee-based warfare with like Shogun 2 and Rome 2, it's like the engine just wasn't right. Like the units didn't collide the same and didn't work the same. And then finally at Warhammer, it kind of feels like they got the melee engine back to what it should be. But it almost felt like the Total War engine was kind of like almost doing better with the missile warfare. Fry Geisen says, Air, you're not getting... Hang on, hold on. Let's see here. He says, you're not getting old, Air, but when will Little Air take over the channel? My 8-year-old nephew won an FFA yesterday. He needs competition. Well, my older boy is only 4. He's got a ways to go before he's going to be ready to take on Total War. I mean, I haven't even gotten him fully into Mario Kart and like the new Super Mario Brothers, so he's got a way to go. He's got a way to go. His favorite game, though, so Little Air's favorite game is Breath of the Wild. He can't play it, but he really likes me to play it. And it's hilarious because the Korok seeds on there, you know, the leaf guys you find, it literally looks like a little golden poop when you find the seed. And I think that's what it actually is, because in the game, the text says it stinks. So he's always saying, oh, Dad, can we go find the golden poops? That's like his favorite thing. It's like his favorite thing to watch me play Breath of the Wild, so I've played that game a ton. So he loves it. Alright, we gotta carry out an assassination. We can actually fight for the Staff of Valen, so we need to do that. And then we need to use a hero. Alright, so if a hero can pull off an action against the undead here, then we'll be in pretty good shape. This is a level 43 hero, so if we're gonna be able to do it, this is our chance. Woo! Did we do it? Yes! Yes, we did. Did that also count for Volkmar? What? Oh, against a settlement. Okay, okay.
Yes,
Fair enough. Alright, so we can do that against Lamia. But yeah, Little Air loves Breath of the Wild. That's his favorite game. It's probably one of my favorites too, to be honest. Hang on, Reptile, what? You don't like Battlefleet Gothic 2? Poor balancing, flawed mechanics, and campaign, tedious game. Man, I'm loving that game. I know it's not perfect. There's definitely some things I'd like to see better, but man, I am loving Gothic Armadic 2. I mean, the campaign's not perfect, but it just gives me a chance to play a bunch of battles, and it's been fun. I just have fun, like, blasting away at enemy ships with the Empire, all that artillery.
The nation calls.
Veracity, thanks for the 2, says you should have Little Air pick your army sometime. Maybe. I'm not sure what he would pick.
true servant.
He comes and looks at Warhammer sometimes, and he's like, oh, Dad, are those the bad guys? He's like, are you going to beat up those bad guys? Like, that's the kind of stuff that he gets into. Obviously, I try not to let him stick around too long so he won't see, like, heads rolling around and stuff like that. I mean, he's probably a bit young for that, but he does get a kick out of, like, you know, taking out bad guys, as most little boys do. Alright, Greebits. You be dead.
Onwards.
Alright, let's get Balthasar healed so that we can fight his quest battles.
Protector.
Just getting our steam tank ready there. In fact, we got a bunch of money. Let's see what different buildings we can do here. We could use a Shrine to Sigmar here. Buff up the research rate. Border Princes. Talabok land. We've got our Blazing Sun chapter house, which has been great. Let's help stave off that chaos corruption. And again, maybe just speed up the research. Go to Wissenland. Oh, good. We need to build up the special building here at Nuln, don't we? Oh, we got it. Good. We've got the Nuln Gunnery School. Baston. Go and build that up in Kislev. Do I really have enough money to build another building here? That's crazy. Alright. Wow, we were able to spend like every last bit of it.
Kings of Sigmar upon them.
Volkmar doesn't have anything to kill over here. Should we go find some pirates? Let's go find some pirates and kill them. Look at the Wood Elves. What a place for the Wood Elves to settle. Look at this. CA, please. CA, please. Alright, I need to hop off of this stream here in a minute. I gotta get packed for my travel tomorrow, spend some time with Mrs. Air. But you all keep an eye out. Tomorrow when I get to the hotel... Oh, look, the Sword of Cain. Alright, full speed ahead. We're gonna go try and get the Sword of Cain, if we can catch up with it. So I will see if I can get a hold of the Sword of Cain. Anthony Strickling says, any race in Warhammer that would be glad to try in Warhammer 3. Also wanted to add how awesome the Chaos campaign has been with you getting into the lore. Man, I'm loving the Chaos campaign. I've never had so much fun with a campaign in all of my history of Total War YouTubing. I love this campaign. It's really kind of funny because I don't really particularly like Chaos as a faction. It's just been fun to kind of get in character with them. And it's also been fun to edit the videos and try and make something special for y'all. And then the reaction to it. Like, I mean, you all are giving me like anywhere from like 100 to 200 comments per video, which is a lot for my channel. And so it's been really fun to see you all react to it and the stories you come up with and how you get into it. So I'm really loving it. Now, as far as Warhammer 3, I would really like to have Kislev come in as a minor faction. So, you know, like right here, had the whole Russian vibe to them. Like, they need some Hussar units, like some pike and shot type of feel to them. Some bear, like monstrous bear cavalry or whatever else you could do to like flesh out Kislev. I'd be all into that. I think it'd be really cool. I think another thing that could be kind of cool is like if you ever made Tylea into a faction, and this may not exactly fit the Warhammer lore, but I see them being like a really cool faction if they were kind of like steampunk, like Renaissance steampunk, because of like the whole Italy, you know, kind of reference. Spain, Italy is kind of what these two feel like to me. So if you could do like some kind of Renaissance steampunk with them, that'd be cool. I think it'd be neat to see either a Nippon or Cathay, which I think is like a Japan-China type of thing. But I don't know what like actual other races. I think they're probably going to flesh out Chaos a lot in Warhammer 3. I would think that's going to be one of the main ones. And I know there's Ogre Kingdoms and Chaos Dwarves. Honestly, though, I mean, I think I would be probably more excited about one of those human races that gets fleshed out really good, but they're all going to be fun, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. But, yeah. Anyway, I think the Southern Realms would be really cool, and, like, maybe some kind of steampunk thing, and, like, maybe Kislev. And, again, I don't know what the lore is. This may not fit it, and they may have to do something completely different, but I think it would be kind of cool to have, like, a pike and shot faction with Kislev. And some good Hussars and other stuff like that. Araby could be cool too. Holy Pilgrim just mentioned that. I mean, I'm good with any of it. They haven't made a faction in Warhammer that I just like hate, so I'm open to all of it. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you so much to the folks who special supported me with sponsorships, memberships. But thank you all for being here and viewing and helping me out in that regard. Let me just walk through real quick and try and give a special highlight to those though who donated. So Ryan. Soapy Muffins, Portapig, Pixelated Apollo, Anthony Strickling, Sam Goldsmith, Maurice Solomon, Starman, Frygeisen, Veracity, Anthony again, thank you, Swag Lord YOLO. He says, caught a stream, always wanted to ask you, how come Arrow Titans see no play in any Tomb Kings replay you cast? I don't know. I don't think they're very good in multiplayer. They're pretty fun in campaign. Why, in your opinion, do they not make it? I think they're probably just too slow and easy to kill. They're really cool looking. I love like the laser eye thing. But I don't know. I've never really tried them in multiplayer. But Swag Lord YOLO, thank you very much. I'm going to wrap it up, folks. Appreciate you being here tonight. Again, I'm going to be on the road, but I'm going to be doing some recording while I'm out. Assuming that the internet cooperates in the hotel, I'll have my gaming laptop with me. So go join the Discord. I will be on my gaming laptop at night. I'm going to jump into the Discord when I record. I may want you all to help me make some videos. It's a good place to catch me. Join you in voice chat or something like that. So I will see you all around. And that last one there, Dov, thanks for the 2. Hope your streams and your channel are going good too. I will catch you all later. See you soon.